Hello guys, welcome to the stream. I hope that you're all okay and you're well. Please share out guys so that people know that I'm on. Just thought I'd come on, see how everybody is. Just a little bit of chit chat, see how you're all doing, what you're up to. Chit chat, see how you're all doing, what you're up to. Hello, Lost Souls. Oh, I'm okay. Just one of those days, I think. Just feeling a bit, I don't know. I'm all right apart from that. How are you? Just a typical day, I guess. Just like, I think I'm just starting to get this attitude now where if people can't be bothered and they can't value having me when I do a lot for them, I just can't be bothered anymore. I really can't. There's only so much give you can do before you're like, nah. You know, life's been difficult, I guess, at the moment, isn't it? It's just difficult. There's so much stuff going up and down, and just trying to cut myself away from the people that just make me feel crappy at the minute. Just need like space. I only have the people around me that I want. Like, you know, the last like few months and stuff have been really difficult because obviously my illnesses and health's been up and down and everything's just been really crappy. So that's getting on top of me and that. And I'm not getting out and doing the stuff that I want to do as much as I want to. I ain't getting out to do the investigations because I'm never feeling up to it. I'm not getting to be who I want to be. And every time I try, things just get in the way, sort of thing. I do try to focus on myself, but there's always going to be people that try to put themselves back there, and you know they think that they're more important when everybody should be equal. You know what I mean? And when you know you have people in your life that try to help you, try to be there, try to uplift you, try to give you advice, try to do these things. These are the people that you're supposed to value. Okay, these are the people you're supposed to want around you. You know, well, why would you want people that put you down and make you feel bad and things like that? You get to a point in your life where you're like, no more. Like literally, seriously. Like, I know that I have some strange stuff that's going on in my life, and I know that you know I can be a strange person because of my abilities and other things like that. I know I can be, but it's who I am, and like when I sit there and you know if I have a bad day and I just put a status up and stuff like that, you know people will message and be like, oh, well don't put it up so people see because it just looks like you're looking for. I'm not looking for attention. I'm just trying to release how I feel, okay, and trying to be strong, trying to carry on. You know, like what people don't realize is I don't just have like what I have here to deal with. I have everyday life. My everyday life is not an easy subject at all. You know, there's a lot of things that are missing from my life that I miss every day, and I can't be expected to be okay every time, and I don't expect it to be like put down or people like messaging you saying, "No, don't say it like that and don't think like that. Just be positive." Sometimes there isn't anything to be positive about. There isn't. You know, like today, I've like I've muted Facebook site because I really just can't be bothered. Like, it's so downing when you see people struggling and you see people saying things and because they're not feeling good and stuff like that. It gets to you, and then you've got family and like things that and I'm not being who they want to should be. You know what I mean? Like, there's things missing from my life and that I want in my life so much, but everybody else seems to just put me on hold, and I have to go to their beck and call, and that's not right. Those people don't know the crap I go through every day. So I put myself into what I love, and I take more time in that, and I try to be there for people. I try to uplift other people, try to make them feel good, because that's how I've always been. you know at the minute I've been pretty crap because I haven't really been on very much, but like I said, it's my health and things like that. It's lots of stuff going on. You'll see me on the odd shows like Bold and Bonkers and stuff like that, but I just think I'm just tired of the way I've been treated. And I'm going to start not putting people first anymore. I'm still going to be me. I'm still going to be caring. I'm still going to be loving. I'm still going to be that person, but I'm going to put myself first more. And if people don't like that, that's their problem. It's horrid. I don't feel like I'm important, Chris. I haven't felt like I'm important for years. If I was an important person, I wouldn't go through half the crap I go through. In this world don't make it much easier. We're all struggling. Prices, everything are going up. Like, we're all struggling to be able to survive. People get richer. The rich get richer and the poor are getting poorer, literally. I don't know what it is. It's like this. It's like there's something in the atmosphere. It's like everybody's just got this weight on them. I want to be able to get up every day and feel well and be able to go out and do my investigations, because that's what I miss more than anything. Go out and investigate, be around the spirits, be around the extraterrestrial side that I'm doing, but sometimes I just feel so drained and stuff like that. And it's just like, I remember when I used to come on YouTube and I could do 24-hour streams like 3 days in a row, and I'd be on all the time, and I'd be happy and everybody was happy and everybody was like, I don't know what's happened. Like, I'd do uplifting streams and I'd be there and people would be happy and stuff like that, you know what I mean? But as time's gone on, people that I confided in, people that I trusted in decided to walk away, and others screw you over, and then you've got those that have just got so much going on in their life they can't be there. I just feel like my life's on a bloody standstill. I'm sure a lot of us feel like that. But I'm trying. I'm trying to get myself back into order. Like, I've got my Bold and Bonker shows on a Friday, which is the Lost Magics. I'm going to be starting up a stream show sort of thing with Sister Linda from the Smith Family Paranormal Investigations on a Wednesday. Obviously, my Lost Magics on a Friday. I've got lovely Jana, that's my co-host. She's going to be coming up. I am planning in a couple of months opening up my coven, my witch coven, which anybody is welcome. Just a place for us all to come together, enjoy spiritual stuff and talk about spiritual stuff and stuff like that. But that's going to be in a couple of months, probably going to be after Christmas, to be quite honest. It'll be next year. I want to try to get out and do more investigations. I'm really trying to get myself back into that place where I'm strong again, because I haven't been for a long time. I haven't. And, you know, I tell everybody I'm okay, and I'm not always okay. Yeah. Believe me, I do get stressed out and upset a lot. I do. But it's because of just the way that some people are, you know. Watching people that I care about and I love struggling as well, that's hard. See my friends and family struggling, and you know, I got a few good shows and stuff like that I do in that, but I just want to be me as well. I want to be able to get back out. I want to be able to do things. I don't want to be struggling anymore. I don't want to be worrying where I'm going to get my next bit of food from, or where I'm going to do this or do that. I just want things to go back to normal. This world is so messed up at the minute. Hello. Wonk, are you? Hello. It's just weird. It's like the world and the universe has taken a major shift, and everybody seems to be getting affected by things. It's crazy. It really is. Going to try this week. I've got quite a busy week. Got to go and see my boy at some point, and I've got an appointment on Wednesday. I've got some show coming up as well on the 17th, which is with the Late Horror Show, where I'll be talking about my extraterrestrial experiences. There is another show that I was asked to come on, but I've not heard back from them yet. That's to do with extraterrestrial as well. I've been doing a lot of dialoguing of what I've been picking up. My book's getting pretty full. All my experiences, my visitations, all the mad stuff. I really did not realise, like, loads and loads and loads of stuff, like documenting it all, and loads of bits, guys, like literally. It's crazy. It is crazy. But I've had some very interesting openings to this day, but through doing this and being in contact with myself and allowing myself to be open to them and whatever, I've now, you know, I found my true meaning of being here. Like, I've always struggled with life and the way it is, you know what I mean? But yeah, I'm having a bad moment at the moment, but I do value life more, and I do know my reasons for being here, and I think I got more therapy from this and talking to certain people that are involved in it than I did in the eight years that I did in, therapy and that I had with counselling and psychology and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like, it's helped me to open up and realise a lot more about myself. Crazy stuff happening as well, but I'm all right hanging with Mr. J. I'm fine. I'm fine. Just having one of those little downy days and feeling just a little bit deflated, I guess. Just deflated. I love you, pups. Hello. No, and I don't know. I really don't know anymore. Sometimes sometimes I do sit there and think just about packing up social media altogether and just being on my own again. But I can't do that. I can't do that because I love what I do so much. I just wished it'd get easier. I do my meditation. I do all my spiritual stuff. Everything to try and help myself. But at the minute, I just think the way that this world is, it's just putting a lot down on you, and I don't mean just me. I think everybody's got things going on, and it's been a challenging couple of years, I think. Definitely. But I want to try to get back to myself. I want to try to be strong again. I want to try to put myself out there, and I just want to be me again. You know what I mean? Definitely. Hello, Jacqueline, my sweetheart. How are you? It is tough, pups. I agree. I'm not getting to be who I want to be, pups, because my health and everything's making sure of that. And people, I guess there's people out there that have screwed me left, right, and centre, and made me not confident anymore in what I do. And people seem to forget all of the stuff that I've done and the support I've gave to people, and I try to be myself, but I can't be myself how I want to. How can I be when I have so much missing? Just have to kind of try to keep going and make the best of it. I've missed you guys as well, but why are you not blue, Mr. Hanging with Mr. J? Hang on. Let me just make you blue, sweetheart. You're not blue for some reason. I am trying to take care of myself, but it's just really hard at the moment because we're all struggling and stuff. We can only do so much. But like I said to you, I've got the shows that I'm doing. I'm hoping that at some point that I'm going to organise something so that on one of my shows, my pups is going to be coming up, and we're going to get a get together and just talk and have a laugh and things like that. That would be really, really cool. Want to get back into my, my card readings, and I want to be able to get back into my spirituality stuff, and obviously my UFO stuff, my paranormal stuff. I still want to do all of that. It's just, as you all know, guys, like I've had problems. I've had health problems. I was in hospital at some point, and still not 100%. still. I know that there's a lot. That's not what I'm saying, Pops. I'm not saying that people don't love and appreciate me, not at all. But you kind of learn that some of them don't. They don't realise what they have in a friendship, or they don't value or remember the things that I have tried to do to make them feel better or good, and it gets to you. As you know, Pops, I've got abilities and I'm empathic. I feel things, and I am an emotional person, and things do get to me very, very much. But that's because that's who I am. I am a caring person. Hello, Dragon. How are you, sweetheart? It's very good to see you in it. I don't have the super chat because I'm no longer monetized. That the YouTube and whatever decided that they were not paying me any of the money that I was making. I was charged over 200 and something pound for ads, which I shouldn't have done. Monetizing really is not important to me. I don't use PayPal. I did move all of this stuff off of my bot, but for some reason he's still putting it all in there. I actually now just use Cash App. If anyone wants to donate or anything like that, just Cash App. That's all. The only thing I use. Literally, I don't use PayPal. PayPal screwed me over as well. I had money go missing out of that, so I only use Cash App. I will not be going back to being monetized. It's not about that for me anyway. So if you do want to make donations, that's the only way you can do it, is the Cash App. I don't understand why they keep bringing up this stuff about PayPal and that, when I actually removed it because I don't use PayPal anymore. I have, like I said, I have the Cash App thing, but I can't seem to find where I put it. It's somewhere, but I'll probably be able to, like that. I've probably got it on like Nightbot, and I put something on there. So hang on a minute. I'll put that link in, and hopefully it will. Could be a pain in the bum. But yeah, I really don't feel comfortable with doing the whole PayPal anymore. I don't feel comfortable with doing the whole any of that stuff. But this is how you can support me now, guys. Do not go to don't even take any notice of the links. I really do not know why my Nightbot is still putting up stuff that I deleted. This is Cash App. It's similar to PayPal, but it's a lot more safer, and you don't get as many charges or anything either. And it's a lot more of a safer way. It's a bit like having a bank account, but not, sort of thing. It's a lot safer. I was recommended to get that because that'd probably be better than me having my PayPal and stuff like that. No, none of them do. I deleted all of these off my Nightbot, but for some reason he's still posting them for some reason, and I don't know why. Just ignore the links in the room. Like, literally ignore them. So they are really not And I really don't know how to sort him out so that he's not putting those links in, because I've actually got the new links and the new things that I was wanting to be posted onto the page, and for some reason it don't seem to be putting them all up. I'm really not very computer savvy, to be quite honest, and I can't delete the comments or the links or anything that they're putting into the room, because it means that I've got to block out Nightbot, and I don't really want to block him out. I know you will, pups, and I do appreciate that and stuff. I would have invited you up today, but I'm not actually on the StreamYards today. I just come onto the actual YouTube thing. I know, Jacqueline. That was a very interesting one, and I'm glad that you got confirmation, and I hope that it all worked out. That was when I'd done those spells and wish spells and stuff for you guys, wasn't it? Like helping you guys out. Yeah. Still very much involved in my witchcraft, and that's something I'll never come away from. And it's just when I'm not feeling well, I don't like to mess with all of it. Like I'll do my usual, like pray and give my thank yous and love and stuff like that. But I try not to get too involved in it when I'm not feeling great, because it can be weird. Are you a fortune teller? I do card readings, and I've got a crystal ball which I'm learning. I do have fortune telling cards, but I don't really understand them very much, because they're actually like the playing cards. I'm still trying to learn. So I guess maybe in a way, yeah, I am kind of like a fortune teller, because I'm a card reader, but a bit different. Awesome, Jacqueline, and I hope that she has an amazing wedding. I really do. And you felt hands on you, so your mum and dad's around you then. So the wish that you asked me to bring forward is obviously happening. That is awesome. I made a direct opening to Jacqueline's mother and father that sadly passed away, because she wanted them to be at their granddaughter's wedding. So I asked for that and put that there, and they listened. They seem to listen to Sherry, I think. Awesome. Yes, it is. Like, it's good to know that, my prayers and my spells and stuff do help people. They do. I've helped a lot of people when it comes to spells and things like that. That, yes. And just know, sis, that they're always around you. Just sometimes maybe you just don't feel them as much, because they're not always there and put themselves on you. Sometimes they just look from a distance and stuff like that, and make sure that you're all right and stuff. Don't think they're not there with you. But I made sure, that they are aware that you're all wanting them at the wedding and that. So it's really good to know that they're about. It is Dragon, it is. And it's really good when you hear people say thank you for doing what you did and it worked and stuff like that. It really does make me feel a lot happier, because that is all I'm about. I am about helping other people. I don't care about money. I don't care about any of that stuff, guys. All I care about is my spirituality and what I do. That's in the paranormal, UFOs, you guys. Now, like I said, I'll admit I haven't been on very much at the minute, but that's not because I don't love or care about you guys. Sometimes you have to try to put yourself first, and like I said, I've not been in the greatest of places at times at the minute, so I don't really want to be going live and doing things and being like I am today. I don't want you guys to be around that. You know what I mean? Like, it brings it out on you, and we all know that energy passes and can, go on to others. So Yeah, but not stressing about where your next meal comes. Well, I had that all this week because I actually at one point did not have any money and no food in my cupboards, no nothing. I hadn't had anything, but a very good friend was able to lend me a very small amount of money, and I was able to get some stuff, which I am grateful for. Yeah, still not perfect and it's still hard, but I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Christmas is going to be really difficult this year. I can't even afford really to go out and get presents, but I have to for my kids, definitely. That's going to be difficult. I'm not going to be buying as much as I would normally buy for Christmas and stuff like that. 'Cause I really can't afford it this year. So it'll be my kids' presents, my Christmas and my Boxing Day dinner, getting my few little presents for my boo boo, my dog, as I always do. I don't like to leave that out. But I'm not going to be going out and buying new decorations and stuff to add to my collection. I can't do it. I couldn't even do it for Halloween. It's just that difficult at the minute. It's really difficult. And there is a lot of people like in my family and stuff that I can't depend on because they're not in much of a better situation either. And I've never really been somebody that can rely on my family in that way anyway. So I've always been somebody that just goes with what I've got and just deals with it. If I don't have it, I don't have it. You know, I guess that's why I do value life more, and I am grateful when I can do things. Like when I went to America and stuff, I was so happy when I went to America because it was something I'd always wanted to do, but I'd never had the money there to do it. And I was so determined to save for that. And it was the best feeling in the world when I was there, knowing that I had achieved that and done that through my own self. You know what I mean? Like that I managed to get there and I managed to fulfill one of my dreams, one of my long term dreams. And that obviously residing in being with the man that I love and adore as well. Things are just stressful at the minute. Some people just don't see your point of view, I guess, and they don't understand it. I guess when people are looking from the outside in, it's so easy to judge and make assumptions of what they think, you know what I mean? But until you're actually that person, be careful what you say. That's all I say because it hurts. It hurts if that person does really care, you know what I mean? But this is what I want to do. Even if I can't get back to streaming loads in my paranormal and stuff like that, and only doing it every now and again, like maybe once a week or something like that, doing those things, I do want to try to get back to doing my uplifting streams and trying to get back to doing card readings at least once a week or something like that. Go back and read what was missed. I do. I remember when Pups was very, very poorly, very, very poorly, and yeah, I did do a show where I put all of my love and energy out to him. He's my pup, so I'll do anything for him, just as I would any of you guys. And yeah, I do. I remember that 100%. I got all of us together, and we all were praying and doing amazing things, you know. And it's not just me that's the magic person here and does all this magic stuff. You doing what you do and putting that love in as well really helps as well, guys. You know, prayer and belief is a very powerful thing. Okay, and it can do anything if you believe in it. Do you know what I mean? It does 100%. It is, and that's who I am. That is who I am. If I'm helping others and I'm making others better or happy, that's making me happy. You know, that's all it's ever been about. Is that what you was on about, Sis, or did I miss something? I'm just going back over the chat. You did have blue, Mr. Hanging with Jay. Of course you did. You've been coming in my room for a long time. You've never ever done me any wrong, so there was never been any reason to not make you a blue. And sometimes I do agree with what Lost Soul said as well. Sometimes you do have to walk away because sometimes it's not good for you. You know what I mean? Yeah, you'll have to let me know what you think of the Cash App, Pops. I think it's a lot more safer than the PayPal and stuff. A lot more safer. But nobody do anything to... Well, I still have my PayPal, but I don't really use it very much. So if you do hit on it, I can still get whatever from it. But I would prefer the Cash App. If anyone ever makes donations, it's safer for you as well, guys, because I'll be worried about where it's all going. Oh, pups. You have a great day as well, Dragon. Thank you so much for coming in, and it's been so lovely to see you here, and lots of love and blessings to you, sweetheart, and I hope that you're well and be safe. Thank you, sweetheart. You have a lovely day as well. I'm your That's really sweet, Pups. I really do appreciate that. Thank you. I do try to make you proud. I do try to be who I am. I have worked very hard. I still am working very hard for certain people, you know, like the companies that I'm part of and stuff like that. But I do want to get back to my channel as well. Like I said, doing some card readings maybe once a week and getting at least, you know, an investigation with the spirits once a week or something like that. You know, even though they're around me and I communicate with them privately and I'm around them and stuff like that, I haven't really been doing a lot of investigations with them. And I know they love that. I know, but I will always thank you because that's how much I respect you. You know that. I've been brought up to have manners. Not that I use them all the time. It really depends on the person. I'm only kidding. See, I'm smiling. You guys always make me feel better. We love you too, Jacqueline, my sweet pie. My sweet little cherry pie. You're all my little sweet cherry pies. The guys will be live tonight as well, guys, on the Bold and Bonker show. That'll be 10 p.m. UK time. Don't go and miss that show either. I'm sure that's going to be quite interesting. Be nice to see you guys in there. They're awesome. Pups, when are you live next? Because I keep missing your shows and for some reason I'm not getting notifications when you're going live. I've been following your videos that you're posting up on Facebook and I've been going over and watching them. I don't know if I've liked every single one because I always like be in a china shop, like going everywhere, or a ball in a china shop, you should say. Just really busy all the time, like trying to get things out there and sort things out. But the notification thing seems to have been really bad recently. Like you're not getting many notifications that people are going live and things. It's terrible. It is. I most definitely agree. Exactly. And that's why I came on here. That's why I came on here. My kids give me strength, but my situation's a little bit different, isn't it, Pups? With that, I don't have my kids, so that can be quite difficult. But yes, I always think about my kids and the people that I love. You guys have always had the knack for making me feel a lot better. So I thought, you know what, I'm having a bit of an off day today. I'm feeling a little bit deflated, which is why I was saying I just needed a bit of me time. It's not me saying that I don't want any of you around me. It was just me trying to get my head together. And I decided, you know what, I'll come on it because they've always had a knack for making me feel better and cheering me up a little bit. So that's what I did, getting back to how I used to be, like come on and we all get together, we all cheer each other up and talk to each other. Yeah, started off a little bit, but I don't like to hide how I feel because of my mental health. If I just hold it in and stuff, it gets worse and worse and worse. That's why I do have to let it out. That's why sometimes you'll see me put on my Facebook, feeling a bit low today, blah blah blah. Because if I don't, I end up melting and end up like really struggling, and I don't want that. I've had a lifelong battle with those things, and I'm not letting that happen anymore. I've been in control of my life quite a lot these last God knows how many years, so there's no way I'm going to fall back to how I was affected before. So you need to use things in your life that help you to get back up and remember that you're a fighter and you got through that many times. And it's okay to be upset. It's okay to be down, and it's okay to want to share how you feel with others. You should be able to, and you shouldn't be judged for it. For some of us, it helps to let it out. Like I don't go into detail about what's going on with me or anything, but you know exactly, exactly. Exactly. We are only human. And let's face it, this world can be tough at times. It's not the world itself, it's just all the things in it, I guess. You know, it can be tough. Hello, Silent Wolf. How are you? Hello, my sis. How are you? Just one of those days, sis, but I'm all right. Eh. It's Vanessa. Yeah, it's been pretty hard. And I've been really bad for going into people's streams and stuff at the minute as well. I need to start going back into some of my people's streams and like I've got some new people that I support and stuff that I found as well that are really cool. So yeah. Oh, it has been a long day, I agree. It has. This is my spare account. That's good. Not sure on the next live pub, but soon though. Whenever you're free, pubs. Oh yeah, definitely. I'd like to see that, Jacqueline. That'd be really beautiful to see your daughter's wedding. Thank you, Kevin, brother. Do you want that Tim Mallet hammer again? Or the pillar across your head? Don't worry, guys. This is a joke thing. Vanessa is is a very good family friend of mine. She's very close. She's a very big sister to me, and she's one of the clients that I went and helped to remove some very negative energies from her house, and I stayed with her for several months. Got attacked pretty badly, but they weren't going to stop me. And it was their house that I went and stayed for a couple of months. And yeah, this kind of become a joke thing because my boot fell apart while I was in up there with them, and I decided to keep it tied together by putting a string in my boot. So now Kevin has that in his head. There's a string in my boot. It's or a snake in my boot. Oh yeah, I was ready. Oh, I did, as I always do. Been learnt well. And I may have to be going back up there because she's got a few other little problems and stuff. And I am going to be going back up there because it'd be nice to go up and see them and take my boy with me. Be good. Get out to do some investigations and stuff. I loved going investigating up there. I think what it is as well, the reason I don't go out very much is at the minute with the way the world is, and I don't really have anybody to go with. And nobody comes forward that are in my team and go, "Oh, Sherry, do you fancy going out this weekend?" or what? Nobody, and it's getting cold now, so I can understand it. Don't get me wrong, I do like being on my own, and I do like going out because it's 1-to-1 then. But I do miss having people around me sometimes. Don't know how to use Cash App. I think you just have to click the link pop and put in whatever like if a person comes over to you and they want to give you a Cash App, I think what they do is they put the pricing in, like the number that you're wanting to give, and you just send it. It's been a bit hard, a dark and stormy night, but I am okay. What is Cash App? It's a bit like, it's like having a bank account, but not having a bank account. That actually would be a very good idea. Thank you, Theatre Essenberg. I hope I said your name right. Sorry, my sweetheart, if I did not. Oh, hello, Buttons. How are you? That's Drew. It says scan, LOL. Scan what? Huh? I'm confused. So what? You can't actually put the money in there, like put money into it, then you have to. I wouldn't even know what to scan. Hey, sweetie. Auntie loves you. I am confused. Hang on a minute. Oh no, my phone's off. That don't make sense. She wants a yogurt. We'll see about that when I come up there. That'd be really good, doing haunted stories. That'd be awesome. But what you were saying, Jacqueline says, yeah, I think I will start going out and doing some daytime investigations. I could go to quite a few places, like going up to my graveyard up here in the daytime so you can see it better. There's another graveyard up further that I have never been to yet. Take you around the lake and the woods area. There's a few places in Biggleswade I could take you to as well. Could even travel out to like places like Stevenage and stuff like that and go to some graveyards and places. Oh yeah, no, I'm going to be coming back to this. I've just got to get myself in a bit more of a better money situation, and I will definitely be coming back. Definitely, it does. It does ground you. But cemeteries are one of my most favourite places to investigate, and the church here. Like the reason why I love this church so much is when back in the day when I was with an ex-partner, I was going through some very horrible situations, violence and stuff, guys, and when it would happen, 9 times out of 10, it would always be that it would kick off in the evening or something for some reason. So it would that would happen. Obviously, I would fear for my life. I'd be scared and stuff like that. So what I used to do is run out my house, and I used to run to this churchyard here, and it had like beautiful bushes and lots of different graves and stuff like that. And he never seemed to ever think about going to that graveyard to see if I was in there. He would go straight past it. I don't think he liked it. So I remember the first time going through my violence, and I run to the grave, like run, and I was running down the road and I didn't know where to go, and I looked and I see the graveyard and that, and I went into it. And I remember sitting down near a bush area and just like hiding in the corner. And I remember seeing my first spirit in there, which was the female. Her name was Elizabeth. She came over and she was like, "You okay, my dear? Why are you hiding down here?" And when I lifted my face, obviously you could see that I had like marks on my face and on my neck from where he tried strangling me and stuff like that. And she was like, "Oh," she goes, "He doesn't treat you right, does he?" And I'm like, "No." I said, "Can I stay here? I'm so sorry to like disturb you. I don't mean to be here. I'll leave if you want me to." She goes, "No, no, no, you're fine." She goes, "If you feel safe here, it's fine." And you know, every time he would be really horrible, do anything really bad to me, I would go to that graveyard. I felt safe because the spirits seemed to protect me and sit with me and make me feel safe and stuff, you know. So that was my safe haven. That was my place of safety because I knew that he would never go looking there. And it would be really late at night, and I'd sit there for hours. Even if it was cold, I'd sit there shaking with my coat, and I'd just sitting there. I just felt a safety there. And when I decided to start opening my own investigation team, that was my very first place I wanted to go and investigate for the very reasons that they kept me safe. And when I didn't feel comfortable and I didn't feel safe or anything like that, they would always open their self to me to let me be there with them, and that even though it was like, you know, to some people that had probably been disrespectful with the fact that I went in there, but to me I wasn't doing anything horrible. I was just trying to be safe. I was just trying to hide away. So when I become on YouTube and I had my investigation team and I trained them up, that was my first place that I went to out of, you know, respect of what they'd done and the fact that they always had made me feel safe when I was going through that very dark stage in my life. So, and they showed. I had a soldier that showed over a gravestone. I had a spirit that went past my phone. They were touching my team members. They were communicating. They left some Class A EVPs, things like that, because they knew me. They knew me from where I was in a very bad situation, and then they'd seen that I changed and I was happy, and that I was no longer in that bad situation anymore. So that's why they're always so happy to see me. They're always happy to see me, and they don't like it when I'm upset. They don't like it when people upset me and treat me wrong and things like that. They don't like it because they know that they've known me through my darkest times, and I miss them. I haven't really gone up there. The last time I went up there was I think it was a couple of months ago that I went up there and investigated. I think it was probably about a month, maybe 7 weeks ago. So I do want to go back there. It might be good to go back in the daytime and do that. They were most definitely. Elizabeth, she was middle aged. She was about 45, 50. Really, really kind and really, really light spoken woman. very, very attractive woman, you know, and she was wearing this long dress, and she could just come over because I was like cowering. Obviously, I was cowering in the middle of the, like near the bush. I was like laid down on the floor. I was shaking. I had cuts and bruises all on my face. The strangle mark around my throat, a fat lip, and I was shaking because I was so scared. And she just come over. She goes, "My lovely, are you okay?" And then when I looked up at her, she could see, obviously, that. And she was like, she goes, "Oh," she goes, "my poor darling." She goes, "He's not nice to you, is he?" And I'm like, I said, "Please don't let him find me. Please don't let him find me." She goes, "You're safe here. He won't come in here. He won't come in here." And he did. I see him go by on the bike, and he went straight past the graveyard. It's the most horriblest experience to have to go through, guys, especially when you go through it quite regularly. I would sit there, I'd run there every single time it happened, because I knew it'd be about 10 minutes before he'd start coming out to try and find me. He wouldn't come out after me straight away. I would always have enough time to get there and hide myself. It was a horrible situation to be in, but they kept me safe, and they have been part and a parent of my life. Spirits and stuff have been part and a parent of my life for a very, very long time. They have always been the ones that I could fall back on and trust in. They've never done me wrong. That's why I'm so connected to them, and that's why I have so many of them around me. Even though I've not been doing a lot of investigations and stuff recently, I very much stay in communication with them and contact with them, always show my love and appreciation to them, because they have got me through so much. They have. And without them, I don't think I'd have been half the person I am today, you know. And if it wasn't for them being so acceptance and allowing to me being in there at that time, you know, it could have been a very different story. I could have been very badly hurt or not even here anymore, you know, because it got that close on a number of occasions where I could have quite easily not been here anymore. Most definitely. There was one time with the glass table where I hit the glass table, and the glass, luckily it was the side of the glass table, so the glass table smashed, but luckily it didn't mark me in that. But I got up and I had like a couple of cuts on my feet and things like that. But I run to the graveyard. Okay, lots of love and light. I've had a couple of very nasty partners, Jacqueline. Just because you're a beautiful person and you're a kind and loving person, it doesn't mean that you get treated right. It doesn't. But do you know what? If I didn't go through those things, I wouldn't be who I am. And that's why I appreciate people, and I can relate to people that are going through that. The same with my illnesses and other things. I can relate to all of you. I can symbolize with you all because I know how it feels, you know. So I used to, you know, struggle really badly. It took me a good couple of years to get over what I went through with him, and it still affects me even today. I have very difficult situations with trusting, and the biggest fear is going through that again and getting hurt again. It is, and I don't think people realize that, and you don't realize the effects that something like that has on you. You know what I mean? And I didn't trust men for a long time. I didn't. And he was my daughter's dad as well, you know, somebody that was supposed to love and care about me. The last time he was violent was just after I had my daughter. He was very violent to me about 6 weeks after I had her. So that was the end. I couldn't take it anymore. And obviously my daughter being removed from my care because of his violence, and I'd reported it. I told him I didn't want to be in the relationship anymore and that I wanted my daughter and that. And it seemed okay at the time. But then when I returned home, because I went to see a friend or something, when I come back, he completely lost it. And that was it. That was the last. I was like I said to you, I want you to go and you need to go. The police were called out. But he went on the run, and he didn't come back after me after that. few threats and stuff, but I think he knows that he was wrong now. He's tried to tell people like to talk to me and like get me to forgive him, but I can't forgive somebody that done that to me and put me through all of that. I've forgot about it. I won't put hate on him because it's not who I am. I've moved on, but I will never ever forget what he done. You can't. It's scarred here and here and physically, you know. So, but my spirits were my saviours because they could have been funny. They could have said, "You're not allowed to be here. Go away," but they didn't. They could see I was this young girl that was terrified, could not escape this abusive partner because she was too scared of him, and that was my safe home. That was my place to go to. Yeah. So that's a little something you know about me, guys. And I don't say this to you because I'm trying to get sympathy or anything. I'm just sharing a very personal moment with all of you. I don't want pity and people to feel sorry for me, because if I didn't go through that, I wouldn't be who I am today. And it makes me a stronger person. And it also shows that I can stand against anything. So I don't ask for pity or anything like that. I love you too. I love you too. But yeah, now you know a little something about me, don't you? Yeah, I know, sweetheart, and it's a sad thing. Nobody, woman or man, should go through that. No, anyone that loves you will never hurt you and betray you in that way. If they love you, they will never put a hand on you. And the reason I say man or woman, because it isn't just women that go through it. There are men that go through it as well. And you know, you get a lot of people that say, "Oh, well, if men go through it, they're just like weak." No, you know, you can get some really nasty women out there, and it doesn't make them weak. It's just that that person is a very sad person that gets off on hurting people and stuff. And you know, nobody should have to endure that or suffer through that. And what made it harder for me is that my social workers looked their nose down on me, looking at me as being the bad person. They didn't look at it that I was scared of leaving. I'd asked on several occasions put me into a mother and baby unit then so that I can get away from it. I got ignored. You know, there's been so much that they've done and ignored that put me into the situations that I'm in. And then people wonder why I don't trust social services. I don't. I don't. Not at all. I don't trust them. They have let me down many times. They have my kids, and they think that my kids are better being with other people than being with me, you know. I don't trust them at all. But I deal with it because they're involved and in charge of my kids, so I deal with it. You know, they could have quite easily put me into a mother and baby unit like I asked them to do, instead of taking my daughter out of my arms at 3 days old. They chose not to. Even my mental health that I was involved with at the time said that would be a good idea to put me in a mother and baby unit with my daughter. They didn't do that. Didn't do that at all. Yeah, well, that's what I'm like. A lot of people are so contradictory. Like they'll turn around and go, "Well, you must have liked it if you kept going back." But people don't realise the control that person has over you. And when you fear that person so much that you wouldn't dare walk out of place or walk away, that's what it's like. That's what it was like. Like it wasn't that I enjoyed it or that I wanted him to do that to me, or I was stupid and I didn't care. It was the fact that I was that scared of him, and that hurt and terrified of him, and the fear that I didn't want to overstep that. I didn't want to find out what would happen to me if I did step away. And anytime I did try to, I said I'm going to leave him, and that, you know, he would threaten, he'd say some really nasty stuff, and he was the sort of guy that would have followed through with it. So that's what people don't understand about domestic violence victims. They go, oh well, they must have liked it. No, you don't. And until you're in that place and in that time, you cannot understand at all. Okay, it's not that we like it. It's they have that hold over you, and you're so scared to step out of line, and that they make you so emotionally and physically feel like you're nothing, and make you feel crap, and they make you feel emotional, and that you start to believe that you're nothing, and that you can't be anything if you haven't got them. Okay, they'll start making you believe that the reason that they're doing that to you is because you're making them. A paralyzing fear to the point that after like he's done it and I'd run away, and then obviously when I calmed down and that, I would walk out and he seemed to have come back round again and he'd find me, he wouldn't do it anymore. He would have that off moment blaze at me. I'd go for a couple of hours. By the time he'd find me, I'd be away from the churchyard. I was walking back home. You know what I mean? He wouldn't re-hurt me then. You know what I mean? He would just go, look, I'm sorry, and that he'd see what he's done to me, and you know, like they always do. I'm so sorry. What have I done? Oh my God, your face, things like that. And you know, but every time that he would do that, he'd go, you made me hit you because you're selfish and you're stupid, and you know, like you're nothing without me. Nobody will love you. And it, you know, look, they make you believe it. They do. And it's still there, and it's still in there. It doesn't go. There was a time where I couldn't talk about it, but now I can. Not hit, it was beat, Chris. Beat. Strangled, head smacked off of cupboards. I even my crutch, because at the time I was really disabled. I couldn't be without my crutches. He would once he took my crutch and literally broke it over his leg. He tried to ram that crutch thing down my throat. He tried to suffocate me with pillows, pushed me about, strangled. He'd done that inside the house. He'd done it on top of the road up there. There was like a bridge. All the cars just drove past and ignored. Then none of them stopped. And it was two men from the pub that I heard my screams, and they come to my aid. Yeah, but you do live through it, but you don't forget. It scars you for life. You always believe that you're not good enough, and it makes it so hard in other relationships. And I lost so much through it. It wasn't just the violence. I lost my daughter because of his actions. I lost so much because they looked at me that I couldn't keep her safe when it wasn't me that was the unsafe one. People don't realise the struggle. Yeah, and I have lived through it. I've built myself back up and I help others. You know, I am stronger than I was then. I am. And, you know, this isn't weakness. I guess this is tears of relief because I made it through. There's so many of them that don't. So many people lose their lives due to violence. I'm one that got through it. Oh, it took 5 years of it. 5 years. Wow. Pop opening up to all of you. I know I'm hard work. I know I'm hard work and I can be a pain in the ass sometimes. But there's reasons to why. And all I want is just to be loved and respected, and that's all I ask. I don't want you to give me the world. Just want to be loved. Thank you, pups. Love you too. Yes, I am your pain in the ass, and I always will be. And I'm happy that you guys like being here, and I'm happy that you guys confide in me, and just know that if any of you have gone through this or are going through this, you're not weak and you're not unimportant. You're special and you deserve better. And there is help out there. Okay, don't endure it. Don't take it like I did. You can get help, as much as it's scary and that. Don't ever let someone tell you you're not important and make you feel like you're nothing, because every life matters and every person is important, and nobody has the right to make you feel like that. You matter. Well, yeah, I did fall back. Of course I did. But at the time, it would have been like I was taking it back. But I'm just saying, you know, because there are probably people today that are facing that right now and thinking that they've got no way out. There is a way out. Ask for the help. There is, because somebody that loves you would never hurt you. I've just hit a new level of freedom. Most definitely, I did. I did. Yep. And I'll be the first to agree and admit that I can be hard work. I can, most definitely. But that's why I like being on here, and I like being part of this. This gives me that freedom. This helps me to be who I want to be. And I'm happy. I'm happier than I have ever been. Yeah, I've got my moments, and there's difficulties, and sometimes some people make me feel a bit crappy sometimes, but oh, pups, I love you. Really? You think that? You think that you love me more? Get in a mess and you're going to argue with a woman. I think I love you more, pups. Now we're equal. I do love my pups. I love all of you. Now you too. You guys should know what me and my pups get like by now. The fire comes from somewhere, doesn't it? And it's from him. He's the one that made me that way. I remember one of the last times that he done something to me in there, right? An aura came through me. I remember him being on top, and I could feel my body heating up. And I remember pushing him, and he literally across the floor, across the room. She come out in me. She took enough. He just looked at me blank, and I was like, don't even go there anymore. And the time when he tried strangling me, she came through me. I grabbed his throat back. So now I grabbed it and I was squeezing it so tight, and I said, get your hands off me. Don't you ever touch me while I'm pregnant. Because I was pregnant with my daughter at the time when he attacked me. And my eyes went black. He literally stepped back. She was not happy. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Aura most definitely did. Even though he didn't know. She came out on me in those 2 times. And that's when I hit the table and the glass smashed. And the one when I was pregnant, that's the only 2 times she did come out. Hello, the silent hunter. How are you? Lots of love and blessings to you. Oh yeah. Definitely. I'm proud of who I am. And I'm proud that I got through it. Well, for me, it's been a bit up and down, Silent Hunter, but I'm okay. Been doing a few different shows, got some other shows coming up. Just been feeling ill on and off, and today I just opened my heart to the guys in the Rimmon Belt when I went through my domestic violence, and like told them that you can get through and you don't have to put up with it and stuff. It made me a bit emotional, and they showed me all the love and the gratitude like they always do. This is why I love these guys. That's why you're all my family. And I'm glad that you are very well, sweet. It's really nice to see you in here. Like I said, this week's I've got quite a busy week, but on the Lost Magics on Friday, lovely Jenna is joining me for the first time. We're going to be doing about exactly stay strong, keep smiling. My domestic violence thing happened years ago. That isn't in the relationship I'm in now. Definitely not. The guy that I'm with now is a respectful man, you know. But I've got Jana joining my Lost Magics for the first time on Friday, and we're doing Count Dracula's Castle. We're talking about the hauntings and the myths and stuff behind it. So that's going to be a really, really cool show. I've got a show coming up in December where we're going to be talking, me and Linda from the Smith Family Paranormal Investigations. We're going to be talking about Skinwalker Ranch. She's doing the paranormal side. I'm doing the UFO side. Because she's not really that clued up on the UFO side. She's just learning about it, bless her. So we've got that in December. I'm wanting to try at some point this week. So I'm not busy till Wednesday. From Wednesday onwards, I'm really busy. So I'm going to try and go and do some sort of investigation. I've got like the little charging packs that I can add to my phone now. So that should be all right. And I think I might go out and do a little daytime investigation and go to a few places about Monday and Tuesday, see how I am. But if not, I'll try and do something in the house, like do a night investigation or something to do with the spirits. So, you know, I've got some plans. That would be awesome. It would, wouldn't it? Yeah, I have got a very, very big connection to Skinwalker Ranch. I absolutely find that place fascinating for many different reasons. That is one of the places that would be an investigator researcher's place to go to, because it's got paranormal, it's got crypto, it's got UFO. It's just a dream spot for anybody that does the strange and the unknown. You know what I mean? It's just one of those amazing places, absolutely smashing. I have lovely Linda coming up with me for the Skinwalker Ranch show in December. She's doing the paranormal side. I'm doing the UFO side. Silent Hunter, let's collab. Dracula's Castle, I like as well. Yeah. Oh, you're doing it next January and March. That'd be really cool. I would like that. If you wanna collab, I don't mind coming up with you, or you coming up with me. I don't mind. I'm sure Linda won't mind either. I do. I have seen a few of your stuff. It's very, very interesting and stuff. To be honest, I've been quite busy. I've not been able to keep up with people's streams at the moment, but I will go back and watch some of your stuff, sweetheart. But I have seen some of the stuff you've put up on Facebook and that. You're a very interesting person, and I'd be more than happy to collab with you. More than happy. It'd be really good. That's what I'm always trying to reach out to people, get people to come up and collab with me and do. Okay, Jacqueline, sis, sweet, hurry back. You know, I'm always shouting out for people to collab with, like that could come and collab and come up on shows with me and stuff like that, you know. Jack the Ripper is another one that I find very fascinating. Most definitely. Hey, Smith family, love you. Yeah, Smith family. Linda from Smith family is the one that's coming and collabing with me for the Skinwalker one. I'm okay, sis. Just having one of those days, and I've just had a breakdown because I was talking about my my violence I went through and that, but I'm strong. Oh. Thank you. I know who that is. And you need to message, mate. I ain't heard from you for ages. I don't even know if you're all right. So get hold of me, brother. I don't like to keep messaging you too much in case you're busy, you've got stuff that you're doing in that, but I do worry about you, and it would be really nice to hear from you. I know. And I am always here for you, sis. Anybody that knows me knows that I'm a tough cookie. You have to be to go through the shit I've had to. Excuse my language, sorry, but I'm only stating the fact. All the stuff that I've had to go through. You got to be pretty tough. You know what I mean? So, calling my pups a sir because he is. I ain't going to be on too much longer though, guys, but I might, like I said, I'm going to try. I might actually, like I said, I might go out in the daytime tomorrow and go to a place, go up to the church up here and maybe to the wood area. Maybe I could, not for the church area, I won't take my boo-boo, but maybe when we go around the lake and woods area, I might take him. So he gets like a WALK and I get to do a little bit. But on the graveyard bit, no. I will have to not have him for that. So I'm going to do that tomorrow or Tuesday. Or I may do the church tomorrow. No, I might do the wood and the whatever tomorrow and do the church on Tuesday in the daytime because people were saying they would like to see some daytime stuff. I might see if there's anywhere else around here that I haven't gone to before. Oh, thank you, Dark Sweet. That's lots of love to you. I am a tough bird. I've had to be. I've had to be. Believe me. Might not have looked it so much at the time of going through it, but yeah. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger, as they say. And that's very true. You have to have life lessons and things in life happen to be able to become who you are and to have an understanding of this world. I'm not saying that what we go through sometimes is right, but it's the way of life, I guess. And you either let it break you down or you let it help you get back up. And in my case, it helped me get back up. It took me a while to get back up, but I did. And even though it still really gets to me and it makes me emotional, and I don't think that's ever going to change. I am a stronger person, and I am proud that I was able to get back up with lots of hard work and carry on. I am. I know we've had to talk, sis, I know. He was a nasty person. He was a nasty person. Really, really nasty. That's why sometimes I have insecurities. I wished I didn't. But I do. There's just some things that never leave. Oh, thank you, sis. I very much appreciate that, Linda and Chad. Definitely, I agree with that, Drew. Definitely muscle women. Definitely. You have to be if you get through stuff like that. You know what I mean? Because it's not easy, and it's not a nice experience. Not when you love that person and you believe they love you, and then they do things like that. It can be the most crashing and soul crashing thing ever. You know what I mean? But you have to keep going, and even though it takes you a while to get back up, you do get back up. Oh yeah, I think I did. Don't I always? Like I said, I learnt from the best. Little tough cookie. Maybe I should start doing the weights and stuff like with pups. Maybe it'll buff me up a bit. Now I don't want to be buffed up. I leave that to my pups and just keep supporting him. Imagine me trying to lift up these weight bar dumbbell things. I don't think I'd get anywhere because he's got such skinny arms. You know, imagine trying to whatever he does, and I think I'd be making more noises than what he does on his videos. I'd be like, oh, sweet Jesus. Oh my God. Oh dear. See, can still smile. Nothing can bring you down. Once you're always a fighter, you always will be. And people like us will never, ever be defeated. Down, because you're clawing me with your goddamn paw. That hurts. I know, you want fusses. Can fuss you without you clawing me to bits, believe it or not. He's coming over because he's worried, because he knows that Mummy's been a bit upset. So he's been a love bug, aren't you? You've been a love bug. Yeah, no, that's fine, sweetheart. Lots of love to you, and I hope that your daughter has a beautiful wedding and that you all have a lovely time. And we love you very much, sweetheart. And I'm really glad that your parent has come through the wish that I've done for you. There he is. Ouch! He's got really sharp claws though, and he really likes to dig them in. Down, please. Down, please. I love you too, sweetheart. You go sort your family out and enjoy your rehearsals and everything else. Sending you lots of love. Well, right. As I said, guys, Bold and Bonker Boys are on tonight at 10 p.m. UK time, Chris and Dakota. So please do not miss them. I'm sure that me and Drew and the Smith family and other people with pups possibly will be in the room. So please come and check us out later. Don't forget that stream. But what I'm going to do, so I just want to say a big thank you to all of you listening to me babble on and have my moment. And that's why I love and appreciate you guys so much, because you're a very supportive network and people that I've always needed. And I love each and every one of you very, very much. And love you too, pups. And thank you for making me a strong one. But what I'm going to do, I am going to cut off of here. And I'm going to go and chill and wind down for half an hour. Ready for the Bold and Bonkers show at 10 p.m. UK time, guys. That's in about 45 minutes. Okay, so love, light, and blessings, guys. Be safe, be real, be true. Remember, you're special, and stay spooky. And I'll see you all very, very soon. Love you all. Love and light. Blessed be. And a merry parting. Oh, and when you go to sleep, those spirits creep, and they're always around you. Night, night, guys.